but grow up. I see niggas doing live streams. Cause like, no disrespect, fam. You've got 100 followers. Why are you wasting just do our.
And I hate when I go on it by accident.
Do our fucking.
Do you know what? Yeah, that's the worst one. When they've only got like 100 followers or a couple followers or whatever, and you go on their live stream by accident. Oh my God.
Shake back up.
Yeah, you go
like, yo!
Right,
yo, man!
Four man in there.
My brethren done it, yeah? My brethren had a live stream. I accidentally went on it, came off. He texted me like, oh, bro, where you going? I said, big man, for you to message me? That lets me know there's no one in there. Do a WhatsApp convo. Tell them. Do a WhatsApp convo, big man. Do a WhatsApp convo.
Hey, did you not see that Ayesha Curry thing?
No, I heard she's moaning about something, though.
That is disgraceful.
God.
What's happened?
You know,
Wait. Let Chucky give the context, fam. This is...
Tell him.
This is mad for bare reasons.
I want to know your intake, because
if I miss out a part, then interject. Basically, yeah, Ayesha Curry is the wife of a basketball player, Steph Curry, who's like, she's huge. He's one of the best out there right now, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, she's married. They've got kids together, whatever. She was doing a red table talk, which is a thing that Jada Pinkett does. Yeah. Where they sit around the table and they just have open, honest, like a podcast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where they have open, honest conversations about certain things, yeah? She's had some good ones still. Anyway, Ayesha Curry was on there. And in there, they spoke about, obviously, her marriage with Ayesha, with Steph or whatever. And then she talked about, like, you know, she feels that, you know, there's a lot of men, a lot of women that throw themselves at him, yeah? But she kind of feels that like, I don't get that. And, you know, like, no one's kind of looking at her, and that, like, she kind of wishes that, you know, like, that she doesn't want it. This is what she says. She doesn't want it,
attention.
but she would like to know that someone's looking, because it would make her feel attractive.
She wants it.
That's what I mean. Fucking hell.
She wants it.
Shall we just do you want to take the bullshit out of this?
Dude.
It means she wants some attention.
Yes.
I don't want it. It would just be nice to get
just
it.
listen to that. What would you do if your missus said, I want Perez to come up to me and approach me and tell me I'm beautiful? And
Well, if I'm totally honest, I don't know what I'll do if she said it. I don't know what I'll do. Like, it doesn't. In my head, I feel like everybody does want that.
No, don't speak for yourself.
I think girls like to be told they're beautiful.
oh, of course.
Of course.
100%. So she's
But
saying,
doesn't it change when you're married? That's the fundamental
Yeah, 'cause it
difference.
shouldn't matter to
I
her.
don't think.
Like
I
you're
don't
saying,
think.
it
I
shouldn't
think
matter.
marriage is a big thing where, like, people think that some magic fairy comes down and changes your whole perspective.
Then
on
don't
life.
get married. Dan, this is the thing. There's
It
loads of
doesn't. It
things.
doesn't. You're the same person usually.
Then don't get married.
The moment before the ring goes
Then
on.
don't get
until
married.
The moment after.
Dan, how can you be married with 2 kids and that's what you notice?
Yeah.
Are you mad?
Yeah, it's
Fam,
mad.
do you know what I noticed
mad.
as a fucking man with no wife and 2 kids? I noticed that I am so flawed. If I don't fix up, there's no way in God's given earth I can look at my kids when they're 20 years old and tell them on how to be the best example of a man.
Yes.
Now, if you are a woman and you're doing right by your husband, you've got to think about every single message you send out. For the simple fact that it doesn't just affect you. You're affecting another soul man
you see
and your kids, bro.
They're still together. He's not done a wickedness or nothing like
No,
that.
he stood by her. He hasn't. They've been together from like.
So, do you know what I'm saying?
They-
And this
he's
is the
been with
same.
her-
You
he's been
remember,
with her
was this
from
the
before.
same guy here where the girl was actually courtside doing a wickedness towards him?
Yeah.
What?
So, like, there was a girl,
And
he went to, like, I don't know, throw a ball or something, whatever they do in basketball, and then there was a girl in the
pass.
crowd doing like a mad, like, showing him some mad body language.
I didn't know about that. No, but go on,
So
anyway.
yeah, like, so he gets a lot of attention. He's a basketball player. He's sought after. Blah 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 blah. But it doesn't mean that you should publicly go. I do think that in my head, I know that she would want to be told by guys that she's beautiful. At least, if only to say, "Oh, thanks, but I'm married." But just to know that you're sought after.
But, Dan,
But it doesn't mean you should say it. You should not say it.
No,
But
you can say it.
I can't criticize
Dan,
her for thinking it.
You can say it. I don't think it's even wrong. If you come, if my girlfriend or my wife sat down and said to me, "This is how I feel," do you know why I have to respect it? Because it's honest. I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
Do you know why I got a problem? You're sitting down with Will Smith's gal and a couple other gals, and you jumped on a podcast, and now you want to inform the world this is how you think. Is man lost? What's left of their mind?
It's gone.
How am I now going to explain? How do I explain this to my kids now? Because I want my kids to be
How
loyal
does he
individuals.
explain that in the locker room?
there you go.
Yeah.
But
Shit,
do you know
I
what?
tell your missus she
Mate,
fine
I
as
haven't
fuck.
seen it, so maybe it's not seen.
play it.
I've
It's not
seen
seeming as
it.
wild to me as it
can
seems.
play it.
Yeah. But to me,
the way that
her
they-
saying,
can I just say, the way they tried to
girls
clean-
are always showing him attention. Sometimes I wish that I got some attention.
Do you know what? Yeah, the way that they tried to clean it up for her as well. Yeah, they tried to really
they?
clean it.
What
They
do
tried
you
to clean it
mean?
up for her.
They
When
took
they
out
said,
the mop,
as soon as she said
disinfectant.
that, they was like, oh yeah. She said, oh, you know, sometimes like I would like, you know, for guys to know that guy. And then they were like, yeah, but that's because you're not looking. You're not looking. You know, your radar switched off. No, it's not. Your radar's not
Chucky,
switched
it's
off.
on.
Saying that.
Chucky,
It's very,
on.
This is
Violence.
the reason-
It's
getting no network
If
coverage.
I was there and I was a woman,
So
I'd
what?
have to
So she was just like, right, I would like to be moved to by men. Not
more or
like-
less.
Not in those words, but
Yes.
it's not. She didn't word it in a way that it meant that
Do you want me to-
I
I'll
wish
try and-
that
She
people
wants
found me
alternative-
desirable.
Dan,
I'll
she
try
wants
and play it.
alternative attention from the attention in her home.
Okay.
She probably has an Instagram account, a Twitter account. She's probably
Like
complimented
that,
on
she's
many
living
occasions.
her best life.
Blood.
You could ask for.
do you know what the thing is?
Oh, yeah.
I have an opinion on.
If that ain't what you want,
Then it's
big
mad.
man,
Yeah.
do the be and bounce. Because this is what I said. This is what I said from a man's perspective. If I can provide my woman financial, I'm not suggesting I know everything that's happening in their household. By the way, like I'm just saying for me, if I provided my woman with financial security. My financial security for my kids. Remember, Steph Curry is always with his
find it,
daughter.
by the way.
His daughter is continuously on his flipping lap, and it begins to make me think like, I wonder why she's always. Anyway, the daughter's always there. Like Steph Curry looks like a family man. He's successful in his situation. Again, I don't know everything that's going on, but from the outside looking in, from very limited information I have, I don't think that's the best move for his missus to make personally, because they're not really exposed as that type of couple that consistently talk about things and so on and so forth. And I'm sure, and the killer is, it's one of them situations where I will say I'm comfortable doing it as your husband and so on and so forth. Like, oh, do what you want, but realistically, it's like you
Why?
shouldn't even ask me that. Like, why are you going to?
someone
I'm
else has
here
sort of
playing
posted-
basketball,
Like, bro,
and
let's,
you're going
Wait,
there
wait,
trying to
you
do
man.
wag.
Someone else has sort of posted it.
The fact that like they're all
Wait.
women like throwing, giving me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that like there are all these women like throwing themselves, but me like the past 10 years like I don't have any of that. Like I have zero. This sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then, like, I begin to internalize it, and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
and do you know what the killer is?
You're not even.
Yeah, but Callum,
Something else too. When your radar's turned off, because I dealt with that for years too. Like, and I was young, like you.
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh my
not
god.
fair.
I mean, because I don't want it, but it'd be nice to know that like
What?
someone's looking. But
That
when your
can get
radar's
dangerous.
turned off,
Right,
that can get real dangerous. Don't ever think for 1 minute that it ain't no.
Alright, shall I
So
just?
she basically says,
This thing is all against all.
she just
It's
says,
all against all.
There's a dog eat dog.
It's all.
do you know what it seems like to me? It seems like to me, that like there's loads of different contributing factors why I think that she's probably saying some of the things that she's saying, and some of it I think is maybe where she's misplaced her value, So one of them being the fact that she's saying, I'm with a guy who's getting loads of attention, and like that looks good. Like he's got loads of people that's telling him that he's look good. So if he's got that, then why can't I have that? To me, that's a wrong place to put your value, because you're looking at a man who ultimately is a multi-millionaire. He's a basketball player. Half of the women that are throwing themselves at him are not necessarily throwing themselves at him because he's a good-looking guy. They're throwing themselves at him because he's a star. Do you get what I'm saying? That happens. So instantly, there's a big difference there, because like you're not the one who's playing the basketball, and would you want a whole bunch of people that are telling you that you're beautiful just because of how much money you've got and how good you are at your job? Do you get what I'm saying? To me, that's just that's just off. But also, there is that thing of when you have your value placed in the wrong places, and then you look at the other things that happen in your life, like having kids and your body changing and all of these type of things. I understand then that's when you might feel more at your vulnerable, because you was lit before. Guys used to tell you how pretty you were and all of these things. Now all of a sudden, now a couple stretch marks and that, bit more weight, all of these type of things. You add that to the fact that you're looking at somebody else getting attention, and now you're saying, well, you know what I've got at home isn't necessarily enough. I need more people to tell me that I'm pretty and I'm this. it goes back to the conversation that we had right at the beginning of the conversation. This is all in here.
Yeah, it's all here.
This is all in here. Like that could be treated with this and conversation and maybe, I don't know, other things that are going on in your house or whatever, but it's more so in here.
That's the exact same thing
as she's
that
got a
people do.
clouded judgment of
It's
this
instant.
guy
It's
out
instant.
there.
How old is their daughter?
Young man.
She needs to sort that
No,
fast.
she's old enough because she's at the conferences sitting down, fully clothed, fam.
Yeah,
Not a baby.
I don't know. But like,
Bottom line, it's the typical thing of I've seen that person has that, I want that as well.
yes, exactly.
But it's
And that's
that person,
the
your
issue. So
person, you can't do that, man.
And Chucky, this is why I have got a mad issue with it, because I do have an issue with it, because a lot of people speaking about the situation, again, you have to be qualified, fam. I saw women talking about this. You don't have no fucking kids, fam. You're not qualified, fam. Yeah. You don't know what it has. You don't know what it is to watch the birth of a youth. You don't have no understanding about an emotional attachment to another human being that is here because of you. You don't get it, so you ain't qualified. Don't talk on it, fam. Like, don't talk on this shit. Like, woman's a mum, fam. A mum. I don't know how serious everyone in this room takes parenthood, but I'm gonna say it again, and I'll keep saying it so people understand, fam. It's not about you. If you want to have a life where you're jealous and you're this and you're that and you're concerned with yourself, then fucking don't have kids. Because you know what the truth of the matter is? You have to explain them things to your kids. And you know it's wrong.
True.
So now you've got to explain to your child why you haven't tried to develop something into being positive that you knew was negative in the first place. You've got to try to have this perspective on life is negative. It doesn't matter what you say. Whether it's where it happens and so on and so forth, it's a negative perspective to have. Because had her daughter had that perspective, she'd have something to say. But now she has it. So when her daughter has it, how does she tell her daughter, how can you think like that? She can't, because she thinks like that. And she's not even working on trying, or maybe she's working on it because she's speaking about it. But my problem is, bro, like, you need to work, we all need to start working on ourselves so much more. Because when you throw kids into the equation, Chucky, I know it sounds mad, but it complicates everything.
yeah, but that might be
Everything.
like, this is the thing. I think that
It's mad,
her judgment, it, to me, seems a bit clouded. Yeah,
No.
and it sounds a little bit off. And it seems like I can't. This one of the reasons why I can't particularly talk about it is not just the fact that I don't have kids, but also the fact that I'm not a woman, so I don't.
No, but that's not my problem. My problem's not her thinking like that, you know?
Yeah, no, but I'm not
problem is
saying
she
I'm not
went on
saying you.
YouTube
I'm just saying
And said
yes,
it.
where she said it.
You keep this in
Of
your
course.
house, man. Keep your family strong, fam. You think you see Jay-Z sitting down with everybody chatting about all the things in the lift?
Yeah.
Nah, cuz Jay-Z
However-
said, you know what, you two sit here, let's keep this strong. And they're progressing. I'm just saying, if you really care about your relationship, I'm not saying it's everything you must, you have to keep inside. But you know some things that
Certain things, yeah.
kind of could potentially make somebody else feel uncomfortable, or your child in 10 years, you've got to explain some fuckery you don't really want to explain. Keep that in your house, my G. Not everything we do
remember,
has
these
to be
lot-
do you know what?
shared
I get
nowadays,
that.
man.
This is like going to millions and millions.
Millions,
course.
my bro.
But you know what? Even pushing that aside, yeah, that is a real life thing that people do think though. So she's come out and she said it,
Yeah.
but a lot of people do feel it as well.
No
so
one's
that
saying
is
you don't feel it. Then do you know what?
Of course, but that's
why don't you tell her or somebody to speak about the issue from the perspective of nobody that's going through it and have a general conversation about it. Don't involve how many kids is there?
I don't know.
You're involving
I think
other
two.
lives in your problem, dog. That's why when I
Yeah,
have
but-
any problems, I apologize to everybody I involve, because it's got nothing to do with anybody else, bro. If I've got these thoughts in my mind about something that affects solely me, I'll share them.
Yeah.
But I've learned the hard way. That realistically, if it involves somebody else, especially as your child, fam, I'm here to protect Zion and Khalifa for the rest of my days, Chucky. I swear to fucking God, I'll do anything for them. And the last thing that I would do is be out here consciously promoting the fact about something that will make my partner feel uncomfortable at the expense of a couple of YouTube views.
no, I'm with you.
It's bollocks, man.
I'm with you.
That's why I hate. It's why I not hate.
I'm with you.
everyone, fam.
Do
Stay-
you know
stay
what
in
it
the
is?
house.
Because
No, you're right.
I
It's a
agree
real
with all of
issue.
that.
It's a real
But
issue.
it's a real.
It's
I
just
was.
not- it's
I
just not
more wanted
hers
to just discuss
to
because
talk
I know that there's people that think that in it, and I
Yeah.
think that there's a conversation to have
Yeah.
within that anyway. Because there will be other people that would have seen that and felt like, yeah, do you know what? That's how I feel.
100%,
I am in a
of course I would.
relationship. I mean, I'm married, but I feel like I would like to have male attention.
But
too.
why?
Do you know what? Maybe it's good to sit down with a woman and have
Bro,
that
for
conversation.
me, do you know
because-
why
I'm not
I
interested.
often
'Cause I
find
don't
when we talk-
understand that.
Do you know what I
not
often
interested.
find?
I
yeah?
just think if you're married, if you're married, that value, like placing your value in something like that is just air.
It would be,
That's me.
It would be hard
That's
to
just me.
find a woman
You
that would
made-
tell the actual truth about that, though. You know,
Huh?
like to find a woman that would tell the actual truth about that. As in, I'm married, have a husband. Yes, I'm happy at home, but
Yeah.
that will be a hard thing to get out
Of course it
someone.
would. But I think it's interesting because I'd like to try to understand or just to hear why.
I understand it. I think I understand it.
Well, I understand it from the. Well, actually, I don't. The only thing that I do understand is the pregnancy
I
stuff.
understand that, like the humility of, like, I understand that people are still humans and that yes.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you
my
this.
problem is you went on the internet. That's my
Yes,
only problem.
yeah.
My only problem is you're not a presenter. You're not a fucking YouTuber. You're none of that shit. You're Steph Curry's missus. This is not what you do as a profession, and you've taken it upon yours. If it was somebody who does this stuff and that's what they do. If it was Wendy Williams, I'd be like, Wendy,
she's just trying to
I'm going to ask you.
You're doing this for attention, fam,
Dan,
at the expense of your kids and your fucking husband, fam. Like, I don't know for sure, but bro, for me personally, if I saw my mum doing that, fam, I'm dropping her out, cuz.
Let me ask you a relatively personal question, yeah. See, when you had your first child, yeah. That was all with Dan, yeah. Did you sense within the mother of your child that she became a little bit more insecure about her body after having a child, or did she still remain pretty confident?
Nah, she still got. She got a body though, so she alright.
Yeah. What about you, Po? What about you? Did you notice? See, like, you see when you. No, Mark, big and serious, yeah. One second. You see when you when the mother of your child had, because having twins as well. Yeah. Did you sense from her that she became a little bit more like self-conscious about her body after having children, or was she?
I mean, come on, I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but of course.
It's
just about me understanding. And obviously I understand it more now because the kids are 2 years old, but...
You want to answer my question for me?
But it was just about me understanding that, okay, you've made a sacrifice for 2 lives. You sacrificed your body, potentially your health and all of these things. So that's going to be it means you're a little bit damaged. So it's up to me. I've now got the responsibility of repairing that damage and trying to help you through these situations. But you have to help me. Because that's what love is. That's what relationships is. That's what trust is. That's what communication. It's a 2-way street. Now, the moment that you take it upon yourself, and I'm guilty of doing it. My kids are 2. But what my problem is, and my profile's not that big, but if my profile was that huge, I've now realised how I've endangered my family with a small profile. Imagine my profile is Steph Curry. Cause you might not even know what my kids look like, you know? Because at least I know with this situation here, I can manage it to a certain extent. The moment it's in the millions, Chucky, the information you're giving out is going to get misinterpreted so much that you have to make sure it solely affects you. At least that, for example, with anything that's happened in my life too much, like that's got big, it's just me in it. Like it affects me, I'm the man, whatever. You see the moment that I know my kids potentially could be questioned one day, cause I gotta push them out.
Ultimately, it's reassurance. I feel like men and women both like reassurance. If your girl's just had a baby and she feels like her body's like not what she wants it to be,
man.
Tell her she's beautiful. Tell her she's beautiful and do all of that.
That's my only problem, you know. And she can think like this. Do you know what? Man could have filmed it on Instagram Live and they could have caught her saying it in the background on a slide. I would have been like, allow her, fam. Like, you filmed her She chose to go there.
Yeah, well, that would be an issue for me, but also it would just the comment in general, whether it was on the internet or whether she had just said it to me, would be.
So
a bit of an issue.
Let me stop you there.
I think maybe not, but it would be.
Is it heightened with the internet?
Of course it is. But this is the main thing I'm trying to do. This is the main thing I'm trying to get at is like, aside from there, I'm just looking at the situation anyway from not just from a star-studied perception, but just in real life, everyday thing anyway. Like for me personally, I feel, and things could change because I'm not in that situation, but I feel like that would be a big issue for me if what you've just said. I haven't had children, I haven't experienced that yet, but in my mind I think, you know what, I'm conscious of the fact that one day when I have children with a woman, that maybe she's going to feel a little bit more self-conscious because of her body and stretch marks or whatever, which then is partly element of my responsibility to help her, as well as her helping herself, make her feel comfortable and give her reassurance and all of these things. From the moment that is not enough, that's an issue for me. So it has to be other men that we have to use external factors for you to help your confidence. That's a problem for me. That's a problem for me.
And Chucky, you have every right for it to be a problem.
Yeah.
You do. Just like she has every right to say it. And that's why I say, if you're not ready for the commitment, like for example, I don't think I was ready mentally to have a child when I did it. But at least I've realised now, and I'm like, you know what, man, I have to change. I know I'm not ready for marriage. That's not on the cards right now. I ain't even got a deck of cards. How about that? It's just not happening, fam. Until I'm ready to make the ultimate sacrifice of saying, this is me and you forever, not you, Dan. We've got a really beautiful girl from Tunisia. Until that's ready to happen, fam, I'm not going to make that commitment because 10 years from now, I could be with Will Smith saying that I want some female attention. Then what?
Yeah, no, I hear that.
Then Steph Curry's missus messages me like I'm going through the same thing. Then we start showing each other attention. Now I've got a child with Steph Curry's missus.
She basically put out a call now. what she doesn't realise, what she's just done, she's just put the bat signal out there. For all the man that's all it is. Yeah.
Could you imagine how much man slid in the DMs on a vibe?
Exactly.
Hey big head.
I thought I just came to let you know.
Yeah.
My brethren slid in.
Yeah.
All of them.
One man in the dressing. One man in the dressing room. A man that you don't get on with.
Russell Westbrook, they don't get like that. He always clashes. He's just gonna look at him.
Can I just say this as well? Do you know what it seems like? I can't speak about the proper public and that, but I think he's been with this girl for a really long time before everything. So I think what it is as well is amongst all of that, sometimes in situations where it's like we've always known my man to be with her and we've known her to be with my man. Do you get what I'm saying? Like she's like man them.
So man respect the ting.
Yeah, it's like we just respect her like man them. Like that's just like man them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Maybe it's a thing
That's
like
what
no one
onto.
like we know this is so far off like limits
that we don't
and
even check for it.
Yeah, like we don't
and
even.
her man is the man.
Yeah,
Now,
exactly.
Dan,
Why are we? You know what I'm saying?
this is what me and my friend said the other day, and I
Someone will hate that, by the way.
I hope that I'm not alone.
Yes. Oh, no.
I think there is a 6 to 10 second period in my mind. I'm sorry, I'm not perfect. There's about 10 seconds, I would say. When you introduce me to your girl for the first time, I'm like, if she's buff, I'm like, whoa!
Okay.
And then after like 7 seconds, it's like, wait a minute, that's his girl.
That's his girl. And you
girl.
cut it
Like
off.
10 seconds, it's like,
it's done.
Yeah,
well, brother, you're right, we say it, like, boom, let's go. And this,
You might even
never
spud his girl, like, go on,
Bloods,
like, kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Because obviously I would have seen you come in with your girl. I'd have been asking several questions.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what's going on, fam?
As in, I find your girl attractive.
I have to
Doesn't
be
mean-
honest, like most people's girls are attractive. That's what happens. The moment you say, this is my girl, 10 seconds, over.
Yeah, a respectful man and a man who respects you, as such. When you introduce someone as your girl, you have that, and immediately that's my man's girl, whatever, and it's completely different. But it's only the only time where it's like a little bit different, just a tiny bit, is if my man says you roll in. It's my thing.
My ting.
I'm not involved.
My ting. Yeah.
I'm not involved.
That means it's game. Anyone can get it.
How long?
I'm not. I can't. I don't know. More time. I can't really do that. But
I'll be real. If you're seeing a girl,
More time.
if you're seeing a girl in any context, I'm not involved.
Yeah.
I'm not, because you know
You know
what?
how the human, like as humans, we know how man
Nah, of
really
course.
are, man.
Humans are more complex than, do you like this girl? No. That's just, it's no, life is not that simple.
if you're my brethren, I'm not. If
involved.
you're my brethren, I'm the only. I think the only difference is, which I will say in defense of certain man, is that like once it's over with and it was just what that was. If you speak to her, maybe you might like a man might say, "Right, what was the situation between you and?" You get what I'm saying? And then a man might, it was mine, bruv. Go through, do your thing, whatever it is. Man still might do that.
That's
what I'm
the
saying?
realist, yeah.
That's the realist.
But
more
aside from
times-
that, man, more time. If it's a man's girl, and even if you're not together, I'm not really. If that was your girl, nah, man.
Do you know what it
Bruv,
is?
you can't-
Let me
you
break
can't.
this down logically.
Not
This is the only thing that can
Things
help us.
only.
Logic's
No
the only
attachment.
thing that can help us.
I'm telling.
bother with all this
I'm
other stuff.
honest anyway. If I'm just seeing a girl, let's just say I'm just seeing a girl and a man
you
asks
care
me
about
what's the
the
situation. I'm telling the man, if I care about her, I'm telling the man straight. Yeah, not this one,
And I
bro.
respect it.
Yeah, like not this
What do
one.
you mean?
I like this
Of
one.
course, you gotta say
You know
the
what
bear
I'm
man. No, not this one.
Yeah,
No,
bro, not this
no,
one.
you
I-
don't.
Respect that, though, nigga.
But Dan,
We respect it.
hear this now. The population of the UK in 2011 was 63 million. 32 million people out of that are female. So for me, personally, if I live in England and there's this one person here that I'm saying just Lao, because there's 32 million women in England and you've got a problem with that, Personally, I have no problem saying you're a
More
bit of a
time man
cunt.
don't have problem though.
No, more time. So you think I know bare man that have a problem with it, and by having a problem with it is you acting on impulse and saying I'm still going to do something. You've got a problem with it.
What?
I know
People
bare man.
My friendship group's 30 anyway. More
No.
time when I tell a man
I'm
whatever
not talking about my
it is.
friends. My friends
you
are
mean?
great. I don't have to advertise how great my friends are. I'm talking about more time man have a problem with it. My friends
As
are
in,
great.
as in-
Man just has a problem if you dealing with his.
No, a man has a problem with that girl, him not being able to talk to that girl.
Oh,
Yeah,
He has a
because,
problem with it, so what he does is little sly things. I've seen my niggas do it. I don't
Hit
say
her
my
up- hit
niggas,
her
I've
up on
seen
the
niggas
gram.
do it.
Hit her up on the gram.
They
Like
follow
one
her
of
on
her
gram
pictures.
and they like her pictures. Oh, nothing. Blood, if you know what one nigga done to me, I told you. One nigga tried to send my baby mama dick pic.
Yeah.
You what?
That's what I'm trying to say.
You say that again?
That's what I'm saying, fam.
You couldn't even speak. You stayed there again?
Cuz, fam.
That's a monstrosity.
And I can throw
Listen,
that out there
his-
because the guy knows who he is, and whatever happens, I don't care.
Oh wait,
fam.
you told me. Yeah.
The fact I can honestly say
yeah,
to you, not that I would do anything, but the fact that the guy's still breathing's a problem for me, bro.
can't
Not that I
do
want
anything.
anything
That's
to happen to him
disrespectful,
right
bro.
now, but to me, the level of disrespect is and that's niggas for you, fam. Like that's what I'm trying to say to you. Like people will do funny little things. That's why I can tell you right now, I'm a stand-up guy, fam. If someone's your link and you've been linking them on 2 times, cuz even if I was single on it, I'm not on it, fam, because there's 32 million
Just
women
when you think
in
you have
England.
hope with Mandem, yeah,
Oh,
you just
You know
get
what I'm yet
proved
to-
wrong. You just get proved right every time. Like
Bruv.
you just see it, and it's
man,
just,
them are just horrible.
it's horrible,
Pieces
man.
of shit
Man, send her
sometimes.
dick
Yeah,
pics and that.
that's the truth.
Pieces of shit, and they justify it with, but they just justify it with bollocks, and I'm just looking at them like, raw, like you just don't give a shit. Raw, dude.
Yeah, man, we're done anyway. Yes, brother. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, fuck
Fam.
it, innit?
Cause we're all trash, fam. As much as man can try and get on women, women can get
No,
on
we
men.
we
trash.
all fuck.
Equally, it's balance. It's a balanced amount of trash.
Fam, I'm trying to get myself out of that trash,
It's
fam.
equal trash.
There's a lot of it as well.
Trash. Maybe Thanos had it right, man.
Thanos did have it right,
Oh,
fam.
boy.
Thanos had it right, fam.
Thanos had it
Avengers,
right.
that's why I was
Thanos-
happy when the bad guy died, fam.
Well,
The
yeah.
bad guy lived.
What was I gonna say? Fucking yeah, everyone's trash, I guess. Fuck it, innit?
That's the name of this thing.
Alright, thanks for listening, everyone. Cool.